everybody, it's Skylar from Wonderful Memories, and today I have one of my best friends from high school here joining me today. So please help me welcome Chalise.
Hi.
So Chalise and I are currently in Amalfi in Italy. I was so lucky to have her join me on my travels, and we've had a wonderful time so far.
Yeah.
We do have this evening, and then we're off to Naples, and then Chalise is heading home. But I wanted to have her on to talk about two different things. One, she did study abroad in Australia during college, and then she joined me here. So I'm gonna let her kind of take over. She's gonna talk about studying abroad, so tell us where you went and your experience.
So I studied abroad in Australia. We went to 3 different of the major cities. We went to Sydney, we went to the Red Rock Desert, kind of like a canyon area, and then we went to Cairns, which is Bondi Beach city, basically, and got to study the global wine market of Australia, and
awesome.
in all the different areas there, which was a really cool experience.
So when did you do that?
I did that back in 2018.
Okay, and was it a semester long? Was it during a summer?
It was a summer course, so like about a month long. I wish I had longer, but it was a really good experience.
You went with your school,
Mm-hmm.
and how was that going from like the U.S. to Australia? What kind of different cultures, different foods?
Yeah, so there was a lot of different cultures in Australia altogether because, of course, they have like the Aboriginals, which are the indigenous people of Australia. Mm-hmm. We got to learn about how they survive, like their hunting skills and the different areas they were in. Some of them are really strong swimmers, some of them are really strong hunters and painters. It was awesome. But one of the major things that we tried was kangaroo. It's like their deer. I was personally terrified to try it, but we had to for a grade. And it did kind of remind me of deer, which is, not a lot of people eat it though. It's literally like the deer of Australia, but a lot of seafood. Everybody was super friendly. It was just a very clean, everywhere we went was very clean. Mm-hmm. It wasn't.
Yeah.
They took care of their country.
And what about the accents?
Oh my gosh, the accents were so funny because those also change depending on where you go.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's just like, "Good day, mate." Like, that's how everybody greets you. It's so fun.
So, would you recommend studying abroad?
All the time. Any chance you can get, wherever you can go, just take the opportunity while you can.
How important is it to leave, the U.S. and see different cultures and experience different things?
I think it's always important to get to know the world. America is so small in comparison to the globe that we have. So getting to know different people, getting to explore different countries and values and things like that, I think is super important and kind of reflects into who you are as a person too, because I think you become a little bit more understanding of people and where they come from, and realize that it's not just you that exists in the world.
So did you try the paste?
Oh, the Marmite? Yeah. Yes.
And?
It's just very strong. It wasn't bad, I didn't think it, but everybody eats it on just toast. And it was good. It was just very strong. It's a very strong taste.
It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, I won't lie.
The Marmite. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Australia is beautiful. I only spent time on the East Coast, but I really enjoyed it. It felt really at home in a way. For me, it was like I could move there and quickly adapt to everything around me. Like Chalise said, it is a lot cleaner and the accents are a little different.
Yeah.
But yeah, recommend going to Australia.
And talking about like with your school, one of the things that I didn't know I would have the opportunity to do was get scuba diving certified, like open water. One of our local dive shops had, in Roanoke, because I went to Radford, we had a dive shop offer to give us a class to become certified in open water scuba diving so that we were able to do it at the Great Barrier Reef. It was so beautiful. There was so much sea life. It was about a 3 to 4 hour boat ride to get there, very choppy seas.
But I did not expect that. 3 hours just to get there?
To the Great Barrier Reef, the part that we went to, they said was very full of sea life, and it really was. We saw sharks and sea turtles, clownfish, moray eel. It was just, oh my gosh, it was unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was a completely different world.
Oh, I'm so glad you got to experience that. So now we are in Italy. So I've been in Italy since the beginning of May, and I am so lucky that Chalise got to join me last week. We started in Naples, and then I'm gonna let her talk about her experience.
Yeah, so we flew into Naples. We met at the airport and kind of just started running from there. Literally, we took, I think, a bus, a metro, a train, all in the same day, and we kind of got to experience everything of Naples in 24 hours. So we got a cappuccino, we got pizza, true Italian pizza, it's so good, and then just kind of explored while we were at.
We went down to the waterfront, spent most of our time on the water, and then we did take the evening train down to Sorrento. And Sorrento is beautiful. We stayed at a campground.
Yeah, it was a really beautiful campground though. We had the best view of just a bunch of lemon trees and then an ocean, and everybody there was friendly too. So, and they had a shuttle, which was really nice to get back and forth from the town center to the campground. It was very inexpensive to do that, and then Sorrento as a city as a whole was just so beautiful. There was a lot to do there, a lot of shopping, beach. There was, the natural swimming pool.
Yeah. So we took a hike. It's just a quick walk from the town center, from our campground. We walked up a little bit north, and we found a natural swimming pool that had a really beautiful arch with the rock. And then on the other side were cliffs, and a bunch of people were sun tanning and just hanging out there. We did get super lucky with the weather. Italy has been really hit or miss with the rain and the weather. Yeah. So after the natural pools, we went back to Sorrento to have dinner, and I made reservations at this lemon tree growing.
It was like a family lemon orchard or something like that.
So how do you like Italian food?
It's pretty good. The pasta is very, very authentic, which I love. Super tasty.
Yeah, so there we really needed some protein, so we had a chicken cutlet, and then we had pasta. And then the next day we got on a boat to Capri, and I think Chalise agrees with me that Capri has been our absolute favorite part about the Amalfi Coast of Italy. So I'll let her talk about the boat excursion that we did.
Yeah, so we did a boat excursion, like Skylar said, to Capri. Everybody on the boat, it was about 12 of us, plus the captain, and he took us just all around Capri, the whole island, and kind of showed us all of its trademarks, the well-known arches, even places that I didn't know would be there. Like, it looked like Jurassic Park in the best way.
Lighthouse. There was a lighthouse.
There was a lighthouse. Oh, the statue of the mermaid. That just sits there. And then we went past the Blue Grotto. The tide was a little bit high, so we didn't get to do that, but it was such a fun trip. And then we got to go on a little tiny boat to the docking part of Capri and kind of explore the city.
Yeah, so we had about, I want to say 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And that was plenty of time. Of course, you could spend 2 days there, I think. But we found a little winery, and we kind of sat on a rooftop bar and enjoyed the view and a bottle of wine together. And then we got back on the boat, and it was a really nice ride back. They provided us with
jump off.
Oh, yeah.
Jump off the boat and go swimming in the sea and just absorb all the views, which was super fun.
And the people we had and our captain definitely made the experience. We were like a big family, I feel like, at the end.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend doing a private boat to Capri with some other people. If you do the shuttles or the ferries, it's just a lot of people. You really don't get to see the whole island. It's kind of like they're going to take you, drop you off, and then bring you back. So I highly recommend a boat tour. And after that, we took a bus the next day to Amalfi. We did not have the opportunity to stop in Positano. However, I would recommend doing that on either a day trip or, along the way from Sorrento. So yeah, we're here in Amalfi now. Yesterday, we just explored the city.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shops.
Yeah, and then we got some gelato and a cannoli.
Oh, and the lemon sorbet.
Oh yeah, the giant lemons here are unreal.
Like lemons at home are like this big, right? These things are like
this big.
Massive lemons.
They're huge. Did some shopping once we got here and just walked around. We always get our steps in here.
Yeah.
There's steps everywhere, so just be prepared for that.
And then today it was supposed to be pouring down rain and really bad weather, but we have gotten so lucky. So tell them about today.
So today we went to this private little beach. It was so sunny and just the water was clear. There were boats out. It was just a really beautiful day.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of steps.
Lots of steps and a lot of beach, and that's one great thing about traveling is I have gotten to meet so many people that this like private little hidden beach one of my new friends told me about, so shout out to him. Also a lot of ways that you can like jump in from the rocks and like swim around, like there's caves and like really hidden rock architecture everywhere.
Yeah.
It is absolutely beautiful.
It's amazing, like the architecture of Italy, because it's all off the side of a cliff. And when you get down to the beach, you can really see how upward everything is and how high it goes, like how high the city goes. It's unlike anything I've honestly ever seen before.
No, and I have absolutely no idea how they built here or even
moved things into
furniture.
places. Yeah.
So it's a super impressive area for sure. So would you recommend people coming?
100%. I would recommend it just for the black sand beaches alone too.
That's true.
It's so pretty and the water is so clear.
Thank you so much, Chalise, for coming on. If there was one bit of advice that you would give someone looking to travel, what would it be?
Keep an open mind.
Keep an open
wherever
mind.
you go. Just roll with the punches. You have to remember you're in a new place, you're a visitor, and just respect the cultures around you, because everybody here has been super friendly, and if you give that good energy, hopefully you'll receive it back.
It's been a joy. Thank you so much.
So much fun with you.
Aw.
Skylar's a great host, a great guide.
Well, thank you.
Bye.